Hi dear students, let's see this question that came in KVPY 2019 SX Part 1 Physics paper. The question is from the topic of thermodynamics or basically heat transfer. Let me be more precise. The question is fairly simple. Uh, let's see what's happening over here. There's a liquid which is contained in a calorimeter of negligible heat capacity. So basically, if I draw the picture over here, you can assume that this is a container or a calorimeter, and the calorimeter has negligible heat capacity, and liquid has got some heat capacity. Now this liquid is being heated through a source of constant power P. That means we are providing heat to this liquid at a constant rate P. One very crucial assumption in this question is that there is no heat loss to the surrounding. This is mentioned in the question that there is no heat loss to the surrounding. That means through radiation or convection or any reason what you want to imagine, there is no reason, there is heat losses to the surrounding is almost negligible. Okay, so we will assume that this liquid is only going to absorb heat. Okay, now a student plots the graph between temperature versus time, and we have to choose these several options. Now if this liquid is getting heat at a constant rate P, so we can say that power or the heat that this liquid is getting, P is equals to ms dt by dt, right? Heat supplied, because we know that dq is equals to ms dt, so we can say that dq by dt equals to ms dt by dt, and this is the rate at which it is getting heat. So dq by dt is nothing but power. So basically we can say that this is the equation that we are going to write. Okay, now in general, if you talk about, then the heat capacity of a liquid is maybe a function of temperature. But yes, we know that for a normal liquid like water and everything, the variation with temperature is very, very minimalistic. That means we can assume reasonably that heat capacity of a liquid to be constant in general. Okay, that means the variation in the heat capacity with temperature is almost very, very small for a normal liquid like water. Okay, so for this question, we will assume that ms is constant. It's not a function of temperature. Correct. So now if you go back to options, the graph is a straight line between the graph is a straight line parallel to time axis. That means the graph of temperature versus time should be parallel to time axis. This is what option number 1 says. So if you see from here, dt by dt is nothing but p by ms. So it's clearly, you can see that this is not constant. Okay, plus t naught, let us say. So basically this is not this graph is not parallel to time axis. This graph is not parallel to time axis. So option 1 is wrong. Correct. The heat capacity of the liquid is inversely proportional to the slope of the graph. This is absolutely right. You can see that this is the heat capacity of the liquid. Mass multiplied by specific heat capacity is called heat capacity of the liquid, and this is inversely proportional to the temperature of the graph. Correct. So option B is correct. Okay, let's check C and D as well, just for the better clarity. If some heat were lost at a constant rate to the surrounding during heating, the graph would be a straight line but with a larger slope. Okay, so now option C says कि अगर कुछ heat loss हो रहा है तो जो graph आएगा, its slope will be larger and it will be a straight line, larger in comparison to this graph. तो मतलब जो इसका slope है, इस slope के comparison में जो heat loss हो रहा है, उस केस में जो graph आएगा उसका slope ज्यादा होगा. ओके, तो जो इसका slope है, इसकी वैल्यू क्या है? In this present scenario, the slope of the graph is p by ms. Okay, अब अगर हीट लॉस हो रहा होगा किसी सर्टेन रेट से, मान लिया पीएल के रेट से हीट लॉस हो रहा है, तो पी माइनस पीएल, मतलब पी के रेट से लिक्विड इज गेटिंग हीट एंड पीएल इज द रेट एट विच लिक्विड इज लूजिंग हीट. सो इफेक्टिव रेट ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन इज पी माइनस पीएल. ठीक है, जिस रेट से हीट मिल रही है वो पी माइनस पीएल हो जाएगा. सो दिस विल बी इज इक्वल्स टू एम एस dt by dt. ठीक है, now you can see the definitely the slope becomes p minus pl upon ms, which of course is less than the previous value. So graph definitely will be a straight line, but its slope will be less than the previous value. So option C is wrong. The internal energy of the liquid increases quadratically with time. अब internal energy हमें पता है it's directly related with temperature. So temperature is not increasing quadratically with time, rather temperature is increasing linearly with time. Or internal energy is directly proportional to temperature. So if temperature is increasing linearly with time, So we can say that internal energy will also increase linearly with time, not quadratically. So option D is also wrong. Hence, only option correct is option B. I hope you would have understood every part of this question. That's it. Thank you.